Sisters Grimm is looking to Japan for inspiration for a new culturally themed spectacle. The show is a celebration of Japanese culture today. We've immersed ourselves in the Japanese culture and have been collaborating with some of Japan's national treasures and new contemporary performers. Recordings have been made of new compositions for traditional instruments such as the koto and the shakuhachi, and we've been exploring Japan's legendary taiko drumming disciplines. We've brought back the core creative team from our show INALA. British composer Spira was nominated for a Grammy for INALA. And award-winning choreographer Mark Baldwin, OBE, the former director of Britain's first national dance company, Rombe, has been working with some of Japan's finest performance artists, fusing traditions with contemporary and classical movement. Naomi Hammerton is an acclaimed choral composer and songwriter who's conducted at some of Britain's most historic venues. She's written euphoric choir parts, which we have recorded with Tokyo Philharmonic Choir during our time in Japan. And award-winning Broadway designer Klara Zieglerova will be designing the show. We've been working together for 10 years and we wanted to begin a significant new show, and for both Ella and Mark to be inspired by the culture and the people they met and worked with.
Tokyo is the most vibrant, exciting contemporary city. We've done a workshop with local artists every day, and they are an amazing bunch. Japanese contemporary dancers have loads of personality, and I've been asking them to dig deep, find out what's inside them. We've worked with a Japanese folk dancer, and it's very classical and pure. I've never met the samurai before. They are amazing people, so friendly, so warm, and they move brilliantly, and they have what I call presence. 3 things have come up over this week, and one of them is the idea of transition. We're in the Blossom Festival at the moment. The city's alive with pink blossoms. Transformation, the seasons are changing, and reinvention, which the Japanese seem to be doing all the time. So this idea of change, which is happening all the time in Japan, and where that's taking us, and where people can dig deep to find other areas of their insides which can move, which can change, which can transform.
We went to Sado Island to immerse ourselves in taiko drumming, which for us was the key identifiable sound that represents Japan. During our time on Sado Island, we were really lucky to be invited to an apprentice taiko drumming ceremony, and it was really fantastic to see these young artists with this absolute raw creativity coming out of them, and it gave us a whole other layer of appreciation to the discipline and training that goes into becoming a professional taiko drummer. One of the amazing things about taiko drumming is the power behind the vibrations that come out of them. The range of feelings and rhythms and even pitches that you can get out of drums. It's a whole language in itself. Working with taiko drummers reminded me a little bit of working with South African artists such as Ladysmith Lambazo, in that the way they approach music and the way they hear it and the way they feel it is very different to the way that we approach music, and they largely don't read music actually, which is a big fundamental difference too. We were able to find a language and a dialogue together, and that was really inspiring, and I believe that the music evolved and took my ideas somewhere else completely. We had a fantastic session with a koto player. That sound is just so authentic and beautiful and really speaks of Japan. The shakuhachi did this fantastic, gorgeous, soaring line when we encouraged her and asked her to improvise over one piece in particular. It's the fan piece. And it was really beautiful. It was like seeing her song.
One of the great things that Sisters Grimm do is that they don't just come with a piece. It's developed, it's grown. Everybody's allowed to be part of that collaboration. And that's one of the really exciting things to be part of.
channels some of the energy from the landscapes and the elements, and has definitely captured some of the ancestry and personality there. There are already some poignant and breathtakingly beautiful components, and we're so eager to return to Japan to finish creating the show and present it to the world.